another one of those
point
was
by you.
the tag team title match.
Yeah,
We'll move on to that one.
You get Jurassic Express coming out. The crowd's gonna get off their feet.
And this brings
Our
back
good
memories
friend
of.
Mitch was into it
That's
for
right.
sure.
Friday Night Flights and Fights, where we would take those dance breaks, dancing to Jungle Boy's theme song.
Yes, sir.
And those were the good old days when we were doing the Friday Night Flights and Fights before AEW took over the Friday night from us on Rampage.
I know. They stole the time Luchasaurus.
I know.
Yeah.
Finally getting a title defense from them. Their title
you
run
called
has
for
been
it last week.
Up and down in terms of in-ring stuff, whether it be trios or singles matches. We're seeing Jungle Boy in a singles match with the qualifying match versus Kyle O'Reilly coming up, which I think will be a fantastic one-on-one match. But they're the champs for a reason. Jurassic Express put on some awesome matches. Their chemistry is spot on. It is one of the best. You could tell they're a true tag team. And I wish we saw them more. I hope we see them more with keep defending these belts, unless there's some storylines in works where they're going to drop them. I mean, what we saw at the end of the match, which I'll let you touch on after I get on your take on the match, because that was a special moment as well. But this was a nice high energy. I knew this would be a nice true wrestling match, and we got that. But I think just seeing, I know the hype of ReDDRagon and where they came from and how much you like them and their in-ring stuff. I felt like Jurassic Express was just like, to me, just notches above them at this point.
I can't disagree with you. I mean, going into this match, I felt I've watched Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish go from and JR and the commentary team did a great job highlighting their history in an ROH. These guys have gone through the gauntlet of pro wrestling, and they put on some classics in their pro wrestling journey. But I agree with you. I think that the story of this match, and they talked about it. Jim Ross really highlighted it with Jungle Boy has grown a lot in this period from when we started this show to where we are now. I really was impressed by his energy and the way that he and Luchasaurus pair off of each other. They're really, you got the big man, but he can go. He's not the classic big man. Again, if SPD could have any moveset in AEW, it would be Luchasaurus. I get why. I get why. Again. The guy is impressive as it gets when it comes to a blend of size, strength, and athleticism. And I think that this run, I think Jungle Boy is starting to really find his niche in this team. Right. He's the spark plug. He's the guy who gets it going. And it's also really fascinating in matches like this, again, where Luchasaurus is the one who gets worked over a lot. He's the guy who the other team is targeting, trying to chop down the big man, wear him down. Yeah. We saw Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish going at his knee over and over and over again in this match. And it's wild to see Jungle Boy be the one who gets the hot tag, and he comes in like a ball of fire. And I think that really works. It pivots the typical when you would go in and you would think, okay, they're going to target the smaller guy. They're going to try to keep the big man on the apron. They've flipped that stereotype on its head. And I'm really loving that. I'm really digging that vibe from Jurassic Express. And I agree with you. I think that the champs, I'm happy they retained. I thought that they might lose tonight because ReDDRagon, I felt like, was brought in to be a big deal.
Sure.
And I feel like with Adam Cole losing the world championship opportunity that he had, obviously he's getting a rematch. But we don't see him. I don't want to spoil the things, but I don't necessarily see him dethroning Hangman. That's a lot of losses. It's a lot of losses for Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish.
Sure.
And high profile losses in a very short period of time. And it makes you wonder, where are they going to go with those guys? Are they going to self-implode? And if they did, that could be a great story. But I thought that there could have been an upset here. I'm glad that they didn't. Watching this match, I'm glad they didn't. I think there's a lot more to Jurassic Express being champs. And if we get to see a little, I mean, you called for it. If FTR, the top guys, 6-star FTR, baby, if they're the ones now coming in and interjecting themselves into this feud, obviously ReDDRagon, they were the sore losers after this match, attacking the champs
right
with a chair. And FTR continuing the babyface vibes that you love, coming out, I think that this could be really interesting between 3 great teams. But man, if we get Jurassic Express versus FTR, dude, the crowd is going to eat that up. You know, no team is hotter than FTR right now.
No one's going to stop them at this point.
I mean, can you imagine if they had 3 sets of tag titles at the same time?
They're going to be the new belt collectors, and they're going to need someone to carry out these belts for them. They're going to have to push them in a shopping cart with all the gold and the weight and all that. So they're going to come out with their shopping cart with all their gold, because if they do get that title chance, a wheelbarrow of all their title belts. If they get that chance versus Jurassic Express, they're not missing their opportunity. FTR is the top tag team in the world right now. They're riding absolutely high. I think you just keep pushing that over and over and over again. Like I said,
you got me grinning like all ego Ethan Page right now. I love it.
Loud and proud for that as well.